Is that a new talent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, check on my talent. I haven't put it into a thing yet. I will, but it's at the bottom of my notes. There's a description.
Okay, let me check. Oh, that's nifty. So it has to go above will defense, though, in order to... Right. Yeah. So everyone who's around Ariel suddenly sees her seem to change into Darth Vikra. But looking closely, you guys can all sort of see through it and see that underneath she's still Ariel.
Okay.
It's something I've been working on, but it might be able to fool a transmission.
I mean, we could also just send out a typed, coded message with no transmission whatsoever. I don't think it needs to be from Vikra, because what if they're part of the same group? So if they're in communication with each other, that might actually backfire on us. I was thinking more of goading her into trying to make a move without his knowledge.
Alright, I shut off my illusion and kind of shake myself off a little bit, and I just say, well, I just wanted to make sure that the option was available.
That's very impressive. It may come in handy use later. I don't know if it's necessarily needed for this. I think it will work. I think we just need to set the explosives. I can handle writing up the transmission if we all want to figure out, well, what's our exit strategy, where we're going to park the vehicle, and where to plant the explosives.
Alright, well, let me know if you need anything. I'm gonna go and keep an eye out outside, make sure we're not being observed. And I want to go out and find a dark corner where I can see everything and just hide out there for now. Outside.
Okay. So yeah, because you finish fixing Bob, when you turn him on, his photoreceptors flicker, and then he powers up. And he looks around. And then he just says, I have failed my last directive.
Don't worry, I wasn't very clear. I sort of failed in my plan. So, that's on me.
Affirmative, Ordini.
Kaz cocks his head and is like, what?
Yeah, what?
Hello, Bob.
Yes.
What was that last thing you said?
I said affirmative, Ordini.
Yeah, what was that last word? I don't know what that means.
That is okay.
In what language?
I meant it is okay that you do not know what it means. Not that it means that is okay.
I order you to tell me what it means.
He says, it is from the Mandalorian language.
And
Oh wait, hold on a second. I think he's stealing all my macros now.
I didn't steal your macros. You gave it to me a long time ago.
I know I did give it. That's because you were playing the Mandalorian characters, so I gave them to you.
Anyways, what's going on? You asked him.
what it means.
Okay. It means fool.
Um,
And or moron.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to teach you manners at some point. But somehow we made it out of there. So we can dwell on that later. Right now we have things to do.
As I recall, the minute we captured him, I taught him manners. You immediately turned them off.
I didn't turn any manners off.
I think we turned the sarcasm off, and then you turned it back on.
Oh yeah, I turned the sarcasm back on.
there is kind of a difference between sarcasm and that.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Did we lose someone for a bit there?
I accidentally clicked on a new channel when I was trying to click back onto the thing.
Oops.
Okay, when you're talking with Bob, you see Dirk just like start laughing at you.
I just ignore him. And then started explaining. So he'd already explained that they managed to get out of it somehow. Right? I already said that.
Yeah.
So now we need to blow the building. And prepare the trap. We should probably go inside and join everyone.
How may I
Also-
be of assistance?
Probably carrying some explosives would help. Also, are you any good at identifying weak points in structures?
I do not have any particular adeptitude in that. Although the infiltrator droids are programmed to infiltrate through walls of buildings, so they perhaps could find weak points. And he looks around and sees all the disabled droids. They seem to be
Yeah.
out of commission. He looks down at himself and he says, I seem to be composed of infiltrator droid pieces.
Yeah, I figured having you up would be better.
Be advised that
bring
this
them
will
back
impair my
online.
combat proficiencies.
Yeah, I figured that. But it's better to have you up. And also, I kind of owe you for getting us into that back there. So just... Anyways, then grab a whole bunch of explosives. Like, here, help me lift this crate. Or actually, I'll lift the crate.
Okay. Which crate are you grabbing?
One of the ones filled with explosives.
The explosive charges or the detonite?
Explosive charges. Well,
Okay.
do the detonite ones have timers in them?
No, there's a separate crate that has some detonators, like remote detonators for those.
Because I specifically remembered to ask for them. You're welcome,
Yeah.
everyone.
So I'll grab a crate of the detonite, because no bumping, and I'll tell him to grab the one with the detonite in it, or the timers in it.
Okay. He grabs those.
And I just make it look like I'm carrying the crate. Which is probably pretty comical.
Yeah, Jella looks at you and he like raises his eyebrows. He says, "You are quite strong."
I stretch my arms out and yawn. And then I go back to holding it. As I walk away.
So you like just stretch both your arms out to your side or something and it just floats
No,
there?
just like in the air.
Like clearly not holding it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I thought of it and I had to do it. And all the while I'm just like, yep.
Okay, yeah, he just stares at you, and then he like starts making a laughing sound or whatever Triani sound like when they laugh. So I'm sure you've heard Connie make that sound. Then he just asks, "Is there anything that Jella can do to help you?"
Know anything about structures and how they're built? Or how to set explosives?
Not particularly.
And I try and say this relatively quietly as we're walking in. Well, then probably not. You can follow and watch, though. See what you can pick up.
What is happening right now?
I don't know.
No,
You got things in the wrong way.
ship is coming closer to me and it's creepy.
What?
Oh no, that was God.
Okay, also, is Gerard really just standing right next to the wall, just standing there
Well,
this whole
he-
time?
For like an hour / more than an hour.
He started off by doing that by perceiving, trying to look and see what's inside the building, and then I got forgotten about and left alone. So
Taking a nap or something?
Keeping watch.
no, I most of the time keeping watch. At one point, I even stared at Jala for a little bit, but didn't even get any rise out of him. So I figured seeing a blind man stare at him would probably unsettle his nerves, but no. But if we're ready, Gerard would like to go around the building and see
Why were you
some
trying to
of
pick
this
on him?
stress points if he could with telekinesis, but like just light, gently trying to figure out where the stress points are. And I was trying to pick on Jella because he was there.
Also, could I get his name written out again? My notes died, so
Jella? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I guess right.
Is that its full name?
No,
Did we ever get his full name?
nobody asked him his full name.
I don't think it's relevant to know his full name, so I did not ask.
Wow, you're mean.
I know what to call him, so we're good. I don't need to know his whole backstory. I mean, we kind of know some of his backstory. but like, I don't know. How is the last name relevant?
That's an excellent question, seeing as literally no one ever asked what Shailu's last name was.
Exactly my point. How do we even know that the culture has last names?
Because Kalani has a last name.
Yeah, but like maybe like her family was weird.
Oh, we should ask him his full name. Maybe he'll turn out to be Kalani's brother.
That, and then there's the whole thing of, hello, I'm Elon Koeth, and you are?
Wait, when did Alan get here?
It's an example. As in, we were asked a couple of times during the first campaign to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, so if you are examining the walls, I'd say you can probably find at least on that. Well, that whole wall there that you're staring at is all retractable because it can be moved so that ships and stuff can be loaded up with materials.
Okay.
So it's definitely not a load-bearing wall. So if you go around to some of the other walls, though, you could find some weak points that would be good to lay explosives at.
Yeah, I go ahead and mark each one. I'm trying to figure out how I would do that. Probably like a small, just utility pen that comes in, that everybody has, or a piece of chalk or something. Just go ahead and mark each one of the load-bearing spots that I find.
Okay. Okay, so what is everybody else doing?
I'm maintaining a watch outside.
Outside by where the ship is, or outside in the courtyard?
In the
Oh, maybe.
courtyard.
Oh, did you move yourself over there? I looked at the courtyard and I'm like, where is she? Oh, she's very well hidden. She's in the very corner of it.
That's the idea.
Okay, I think some of the braziers that you set up are starting to go out. They just had some old rags as fuel.
I think I've got my lantern out.
Well, if anyone mentions it or wants it fixed, I will go fix it. Until then, I'm just gonna stay here.
It's also even more obvious that I'm not really holding it up because now I'm using one hand.
Okay, so do you want to start laying the explosives where Gerard has marked?
Yeah, we'll go and set the box. We'll ask where we should set the excuse me. So where we should set the boxes down, set them down, and then just start getting the stuff ready and go and mark, placing them down wherever he marks. Or I will tell Bob to watch and see if just watch and see if anyone comes and alert us. If anyone does.
Okay. He goes to go stand watch out by the freighter.
And
Well, first he
ideally-
walks around the place, and then when he sees Hero guarding the other side, he goes back out and guards the freighter.
And ideally to do so stealthily. And then I'll ask little Bob to go around and look
What?
for weak spots. See
Okay,
if
he's really well hidden.
He has... Wow. Even with his penalty I gave him.
I think you made him better when you broke him. I mean, he did roll pretty high, but still.
18 plus 12 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5.
Actually, yeah, it didn't factor in the fact that he's down on the condition track. That's weird. Anyways. I wonder if it's like that for all NPC character sheets. Interesting.
So in other words, if any enemy troops come in and just totally stomp us with bonuses that we have no way of matching, then yeah, we know what happened.
This is why he will never send droids against us again, at least not ones that are meant to be tough.
Okay, so what is everybody else doing while Pakaz is laying the charges?
We should try and figure out which door to leave open, and then what, like, panel to like where to cut open like our escape exit.
What are you talking about?
Well, if they make a move on us, I'm assuming they're going to guard all of the exits. So we should make a hidden, like, cut a hole with lightsabers and cover, like, kind of hide it with some of the debris that's laying around here, so that we can get out somewhere they're not guarding.
Is this conversation happening over comms?
I mean, if everyone's not standing nearby, yeah, probably.
Then, I mean, yeah, I'm dealing with the explosives and going to set them and stuff, so I don't know if I've moved away yet or not, but...
I think some other people are far away, so I'd probably do it over comms.
Okay, so... I mean, I'll say, I don't think most of us probably shouldn't be in the warehouse. As few of us as we can manage.
But we don't know exactly who she's tracking. What if, Blackhouse, can you, if we kind of put this ship inside, can you use that to get us out?
I mean, I could probably fly it through the walls. I mean, is this a warehouse with thin sheet metal walls, or?
Yeah.
Well, the wall over there is a door right next to the speeder we have, so we should be able to open it or such. Do keep that in mind as well. When the attack happens, that is going to be a point of attack, because that will be, even when closed, it will be a good convergent point.
Is there anyone taking a look at the layout of this place? I mean, we probably don't want to ambush on the open floor where there won't be a ton of debris to fall and kill whoever we're ambushing, so... I mean, if I can fly a ship through the roof or something, then it's probably not. We probably want more debris than that.
I mean, I was talking more about your other powers.
I mean, out of character, I think that we decided on that it can't be done on the planet.
Yeah. At least not in a combat situation, since it was technically done on Dantooine. Merely for expediency.
I mean, not without a roll. I mean, what size category is the vehicle?
I think it's huge. Actually, no, it's the one above huge.
Colossal? Or
It's just this freight speeder, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's much smaller than a lot of things you tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not colossal.
if it's not colossal, that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, it's gargantuan.
I like words that are so specifically turned vague.
Yeah, right. Which one's bigger? Colossal, gargantuan,
For comparison,
huge,
X-34
massive?
land speeder is large. An AT-ST or a TIE fighter are huge. An AAT or an X-wing are gargantuan.
Oh.
Millennium Falcon is colossal. The Nebulan B frigate or Corellian corvette is colossal frigate. The Star Destroyer is colossal cruiser, and the Death Star is colossal station.
Why is that even a category? Who would try anything that's size related on that? Like, that's just absurd.
I mean, if you were having a campaign on the Death Star,
This is true.
I'm gonna teleport the Death Star.
We
If you
have
spend a
somebody
Destiny
who,
point, you can.
yeah, we have somebody who regularly teleports things across space. The
Into
Death
the
Star.
sun.
Yeah, the Death Star is definitely a possibility.
and Luke Skywalker just didn't know Holy Spirit powers yet. Otherwise, he wouldn't even have had to leave the planet.
I mean, so knowing all that and looking at the power, I mean, I guess I could do that. I mean, the power in and of itself, I can go up to like 24 squares without the talent. But I mean, then you bring into the, I mean, that's gonna draw attention. And also, it's not guaranteed that I can pull it off in the middle of a fight.
Okay, then. So having like a secret exit with the ship nearby would be a better move. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Out of character, I need to roll a 35 or higher.
Okay, so we should see if there's a good spot to put the ship nearby in a certain direction, and that will kind of inform where we put the exit.
I mean, if this is supposed to be a trap, I mean, we don't want it to look like a trap.
That's why it's a hidden exit.
But you guys can get about doing that. I've got to lay these explosives. And I'm only one person. I have to lay explosives for a pretty large building. So,
Is anybody else going to help Del with this, or does everybody think it's a dumb idea?
What? What idea?
I'll help you make a fake exit. I know how to cover things.
Yeah, Gerard's kind of busy working on finding the weak points. Large building. He's probably ahead of Pakaz by like 3, maybe 4 weak points.
Alright, I go find Del and I'll help him with finding a good area for a new exit.
Okay, Kyrath, like, what's in each direction outside?
There's like a large empty concrete expanse field to the east where the landing pad is. And then there's like a street that's running to the south and east. And there's like another building to the north.
So, however long, typically laying explosives takes rolls to do.
Yeah, you can make it one mechanics check and we'll just see how long it takes you to put all of them.
How long do you think it would take if I took 20?
A long time. Let's consult the rulebook.
And since we're consulting the rulebook, I will calm Dell and ask him to see whether taking my time and doing it well, or doing it the best, will end up well, or whether or not we maybe don't have that much time. But I think it's pretty obvious why I'm talking to Dell specifically.
Shh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I guess according to these explosive rules, I'm actually supposed to make the DC check secretly, so you don't know how well you've done in placing them. So I will go ahead and do that.
Oh, so I'm not being consulted anymore? Okay, never mind then.
Well, if he wants to take 20, that's different.
Yeah, so
Unless you can, well, let's check to see if you can take 20.
I'm not sure you can.
It says you can take 10 or 20 on a mechanics check.
Interesting. Okay, so I guess I'll do that. Do we have enough time for him to take 20? Is my thing. And I'm also going to use a force point so I can see farther into the future.
Yeah, you think there's probably enough time for him to do it.
That just means that at the end of 8 hours, will he finish within 8 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think there's enough time. Okay. I think you have enough time to take your time and make sure this is all set up.
Okay. So I go about doing it very well. And take 20.
Wait, we have 8 hours?
As far as I can tell.
Sleep. I'm sleeping.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
it's
By
kind of
this
like
point,
night
it's
time.
probably like 10 p.m. at night right now. You guys have spent 2 hours or so.
Okay, so should we move the ship to a more less conspicuous location before people decide to sleep? Like maybe the north where there's another building where you can kind of hide. Is there like an alley up there, or what exactly does it look like up there? Is there enough space for the ship?
There's an alley in between the buildings.
Is there enough space, and then can we like hide it, like put like a little bit like some debris on top of it?
I was just going to roll some of the boxes in front of it.
Well, if they're looking at it from above, though, we don't want them to see it then either.
I will tell Mini Bob to go and map the building and send me a copy to the data pad, to my data pad when he's done.
Okay.
Oh wait, are we cutting through the roof or the wall?
The wall. I was talking about hiding the ship outside.
Oh.
Because we should probably put the ship.
I mean, you
near
need a
where our
lot of
exit's gonna be.
debris to put on top of a ship to make it so that no one could tell that it was a ship.
That's true. I guess we'll just.
I guess I don't understand why we need to hide the ship. If they know we're here, the ship would just be better evidence of that.
Yeah. We also don't want them to have them take the ship, because that's a lot of supplies that we need, and it's our only way to get out of here.
Wait, I thought we were going to put the ship inside the building. Or am I mistaken about that? Were we going to put it on the roof?
Well, we were gonna put it in like the alley and like kind of near where the exit that we're making is going to be. That's what I thought, but
I mean, yeah, you can put it out there. It's going to be visible.
Well, I think that if we can't somehow put it inside of the building and hide inside of it, then we should probably just move it to someplace else.
Kairos, do we think it would be like strong enough to fly through like part of the roof?
Yeah, it looks like it probably could. The roof doesn't look too sturdy.
But the problem is it's like too big to fit inside, right?
What? Who said that?
But, well, how can it fit through that like larger doorway?
Yeah. That whole wall outside is all movable.
Oh yeah. Then why? Yeah, then we should just bring it inside, and then we should escape in the ship and just cut an escape in case that goes south.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's do that. That makes a lot more sense.
Also, wherever we're going to ideally
See, that's the
confront them,
wall that opens up.
we should try and lead them into a specific spot and plant explosives all around there. Just in case the building doesn't quite do it. You never know.
I agree. Create some choke points. Place your explosives. Dell and I should be able to manage pulling this ship inside here. I get the feeling you have a plan for getting us out, so you should be able to do that with the ship being inside.
I can't grab the ship. It keeps grabbing the map.
Well, don't put the ship in the map layer, and then we're good.
Well, I
GM
had
layer.
problems before. It was in the object layer, and then when I had
Then put it in the GM
problems
layer.
because then you won't be able to see it. It'll be invisible.
The joys of Roll20 management.
Hey, the map moved.
We just went through the wall. Congratulations, everybody.
Woohoo!
You've learned the ability to phase through objects.
Yeah, I had to move it so that I could get the ship off of the map layer.
Yeah, I just remembered.
Maybe we should put in a suggestion to Roll20. Add another layer.
No, crush
Yeah,
The
call it
object layer.
the random nonsense layer, we should call it.
Movable object layer.
Movable background object or something? Something like that.
Okay, so where do we
Wait,
want to?
what does that say, Barry? What in chat? What did I ask about?
You asked Kylar who said that, as in you were questioning who said that, as in you were trying to identify who actually said what Kylar had said.
Said what?
I don't know. I can't remember what he said.
Okay, well, I guess I have to watch the recording. I don't know what we're talking about.
I
Okay.
also didn't catch that either. Anyway, so where do we want to put the ship?
I think in this room is fine. Wherever we put the ship, though, that's also where we should make our invisible exit. That way, if something goes south, we can quickly leave the ship and go through there.
I think I prefer making an exit on the north because there's other buildings for cover there.
Right. Show me where, and I'll cut us something.
Goodness gracious, this place is gigantic. I don't know. Do we want to do it like halfway into the room, so that like we can put the ship there, but then like they don't have to walk all the way over to us, so that we can like concentrate the explosives kind of over by the store area?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so like over there-ish, I guess.
GM, did you see Ricky Ping?
No. Where?
North of the map.
North and in the middle.
Okay, so what are you doing there? Cutting a hole there?
And then we're gonna move the ship kind of near there.
Wait, why are you cutting a hole there if the ship's inside? I'm confused now.
That's our.
We're cutting a tiny hole in case we need to escape because the ship like has problems. It's our backup
okay.
exit.
A people-sized hole.
Not a ship-sized hole. I don't think I never wanted a ship-sized hole. I always wanted a people-sized hole.
Yeah, I don't think that the ship can maneuver that far into the thing. Because there's also some stuff in the way, like, that's not on the floor, but like old like assembly line pieces and stuff like hanging through the ceiling, so that it's not completely open space.
Okay. Well, okay, then we want it as much in the middle as we can get it.
Okay, it can move up to where this first yellow stripe is on the ground. Although,
Okay.
yeah, you guys can clear some of the rubble away from under it so that it can actually lay on the ground flat.
So maybe then we should close up the entrance over here to the southeast and make the main exit down here on the south middle part, southwestern middle part of the map. You guys know what I'm talking about?
The main entrance.
Yeah,
Over
close off that one, and go to and have the main one be then the other one, because then they won't have to walk so far.
So have them have to come through like the other smaller room to get into the bigger room.
Because I agree with what you're saying. If it takes them too long to get to us, they might start being able to notice the explosives.
Okay, everybody roll perception.
I can see a floor and a roof now.
This is why we bring Kalani, because everyone else's perceptions are stupid.
I mean, if would give me a verdict on what I wanted to get as my talent, I could have force perception instead. but he hasn't decided yet. So I currently have nothing in my leveled upness.
Yes, blame it on me.
I mean, and my misreading and our misplanning of rules and such that caused my dilemma in the first place.
So, in other words, what you're saying is it's Kai's fault.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
I mean, if you want to have forced perception, go ahead. You can have forced perception.
No, I'm waiting for you to give me
Yeah,
a verdict
see,
on the other
exactly.
one.
You're complaining, oh, I would have forced perception if Kairos could come up with a verdict, except you don't want forced perception.
I mean, it's one of my fallback options.
So
Anyway,
what is it you really
Does any of us notice anything that's about to come kill us?
Also, hang on, are I supposed to be higher level? I'm confused. Gotta get
Alright,
after
did you-
that leveling up stuff.
Oh, you didn't level yourself up yet? Yeah, you can go ahead and work on that while we go.
Into combat. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, none of you guys see anything.
Oh, that's comforting.
I know, right?
Did you roll Bob's perception?
Yes, roll the broken droid's perception.
He's got great optical scanners, though.
He does.
See? This is why we have him roll.
Yes.
I'm really glad that I had them load him onto the ship.
That was with his penalty I gave him this time.
Wow, that's absurd. Let me just point out how absurd that roll is. And isn't he still like technically like level 7 or something?
Level 7. No, he's not level 7.
I thought that's what he said he was.
No, he's level 12.
Oh. Never mind then.
Dude, if he was level 7, that would be absurd. Completely absurd.
I mean, yeah,
That was just a little absurd.
still fairly absurd.
It could technically or theoretically be possible, but
Anyway, so did Bob notice anything, Kyrath?
Nope.
Cool. Then we continue with the plan.
Wow, at a 19, he didn't notice anything. Whatever rolled must have rolled a nat 20.
Or there's nothing to notice, and he's
Or
just
that.
his rolls make us all
Or
paranoid.
there's nothing to notice on Bob's side of the building.
Yes, or that.
I'm gonna cut a hole now.
Bob can only guard one side of the building.
Not if he stands on the roof.
Well, no one told him to stand on the roof.
I'm cutting a hole in the building. We didn't see anything.
Okay.
With our lives.
cut the hole in the building.
I'm sure it's Kalani sized. Actually, 2 Kalani sized. I want to be able for 2 Kalanis to go through at the same time.
Okay, all of a sudden, you guys notice like some of the fur sticking out on Jella's back, like the back of his neck. And he says, Jella is getting a very bad feeling about this.
Okay, Atten Rand. I get the hint now.
I thought we were supposed to have enough time to set explosives.
What do you feel, Jella?
It is hard for Jella to explain. I feel a very evil presence.
Oh no.
It's over.
Please hold.
He doesn't have comms.
Yes.
I'm going stealth.
I'm just going about my business.
Nope, not good
Setting
enough.
up explosives.
I think I'm gonna use Dark Side Sense.
That's probably a great idea.
It's like a horror movie, and
Should
Picard's
I-
is just
should I
all
reroll
alone
that?
somewhere, whistling as he sets explosives. And the
I
horror
think
music
I'm gonna
sets
reroll
in.
that.
Sounds good. Okay.
I'll come because I'll say because something's up. Keep your eyes open.
Nice one.
I whisper over comms. Like what?
I don't know, but something dark.
I wish to see if I can feel anything anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm
doing.
gonna do. A 19. I see
Still not-
something.
He's still not going to be high enough. He rolled a 40. well,
Nope, I see
Picasso-
nothing.
nothing. He's
Because sees his
you-
feet.
You hear over the comms. I don't sense anything. Everything feels fine.
Just do what I tell you to. Hide.
Fine. And I try and stealth with my stealth field generator. Wow.
Don't worry.
Clearly, I don't really. But I'm just humoring her, and I don't believe her.
Don't worry. I've actually seen worse die rolls. Don't worry. Actually, recently. Well, recently.
Well, yeah,
for
I
me.
know. Recently for me as well. Look north of the stealth rolls. See a worse roll.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I actually saw another player roll worse than you did. I'm
What, like
serious.
3 or 4 nat ones?
Yes.
Okay, Gerard,
Yeah, I've seen that.
you sense a powerful dark side presence, but it seems to be moving away from the building to the southwest.
Alright, I will say over comms, what I feel is that the dark side presence is moving to our south away, but that is about it. Do take care, we could be in for a rough night. John, you keep sleeping.
wait. What side of the building is Bob on?
On the east side.
Darn. You said you felt a dark presence, Gerard.
Yes, it was going south and it seemed to be going away from us. But that doesn't mean it won't come back.
Maybe with troops?
It was a dark side presence, so I don't think it would be troops.
Dell's gonna run around the outside of the building to try and get a look in that direction.
Well, I mean, if Dell didn't sense anything happening for a while, then they probably went back. They're probably going to go back, report, and then bring troops.
Or it could be something a lot worse that's about to go tear up the citizenry
Yes, that also.
as Dell is running outside to go look.
This speculation doesn't help us at all, nor does it change our plans. We need to continue working.
Yeah, keep working. I'm gonna check it out. As Dell runs to go check it out.
Okay, so do you just run through the warehouse, or
Yeah. I mean, as not tripping on things as possible. I think I have something in my utility belt to light things up.
It's like, what part of the building am I on setting explosives at this point?
Yeah, I have a glow rod.
you're on the far northwest?
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep going about that. Might as well get it done.
Yeah, so Dell's gonna cut through the building to get to the to go take a look.
Okay, so yeah, you run over there. Roll perception.
Dan Murphy?
Yeah, you don't see anything.
This is me searching my feelings about ignoring this.
Are you spending a force point?
I don't want to spend another force point. I already get to see 1 hour instead of 10 minutes. I feel like if it's something really bad, like, it'll be bad within the next hour.
I don't.
Yeah, you think you can safely ignore it for the next hour.
Furious George does not have to come out for at least another hour.
I keep cutting my 2 Kalani-sized hole.
Kyrath, are you still there?
Yeah? What?
What? You never...
Oh, did I press the wrong push to talk button?
We did not hear it.
Oops.
I have no idea what you were saying to my last roll.
Yeah. I was saying that, yeah, you think... Wait, didn't I say you can safely ignore it for an hour?
I didn't hear that either.
But right after I said that,
Yeah.
What?
I think
Barry said
maybe
then-
he didn't hear it.
Furious George can...
Yeah, we all heard it.
I just, for some reason,
safely
didn't
leave
hear that. Which is why I
Okay,
didn't
I'm
respond.
like,
I didn't hear
yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, was I hallucinating? They clearly responded to that comment.
Apparently everyone but me did. Okay, so everyone is just doing what they're doing. Alright, should I send the transmission now? Communication to Lure? Or should I wait until the morning?
I'd almost say wait till the morning. I don't want to incur the wrath of Furious George.
Also, I think some of us need to heal up a bit.
Who is this
Yeah,
Furious
true.
George?
Oh goodness. No, don't blend the out of character and in character, people. Stop. Worlds are colliding.
The fourth wall is collapsing. Emergency.
George is getting upset.
Don't. Fourth wall, hello, are you there? Don't.
Okay, so it takes Picasso like 4 hours to finish laying all the explosives.
Yeah, Dell's gonna force trance. What's the hit points thing for that? It's character level.
Yeah,
Mhm,
character
per
level
hour.
per hour. Unless you have it in improved or whatnot. I forgot which version it was, but I think it's the Force Technique version of it. You get 2 times your character level if you have that one.
Don't worry, 3 hours and I'm good to go. All right.
After it finishes, I will force trance.
Okay. So let's just decide what everyone else does during the middle of the night, and then we'll take a break. So everyone sleep/force trance.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Anyone keeping watch?
Bob is
Bob.
keeping watch on the right half of the building.
Yeah, and I mean, the people who aren't force trances can still tell what's going on. So
If someone gets in here,
Oh look, I can tell that I'm being stabbed.
fine, like we can hear and stuff. So
As soon as I'm done with my hole, I will also force trance.
Yeah, before I do Force Trance, Kyrath, I'll do that thing that you saw Ariel mention to me first, and then go from there.
Okay. So yeah, you can roll. Use the force for that.
Not as good as the last roll, but okay.
Yeah, you'll need more. I was hoping you would take 20.
I don't think you can take 20 on use of force.
Also, if possible, I'm going to try and take, what's it called? 6 hours of force trance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably take 3 hours force trance, and then after that, I would do another check on Jala.
Do you
Okay,
guys
let's
have
take a
something-
break now
Okay.
and come back in 10 minutes.
You guys have something that lets
Okay.
you take 3 hours force trance rather than 4?
No, I literally have like 10 health to regain.
Yeah, but 4 counts as you being fully rested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so otherwise you'll be tired after the night.
Yeah, I'd probably go 4 hours. But yeah, break time.
Okie dokie.